Welcome to another episode of Funky Car Finds. So here we got a 2003 Ford E350 for $12,500, and here's some more info if you want to check it out yourself. So essentially what you get is a van limo, which is kind of cool in my opinion. Has a Ford 7.3 liter diesel V8 under the hood, which is nice, and overall looks like a pretty solid build. Unfortunately though, it was flooded during Hurricane Helene, but you could probably get the price down a bit and touch it up and maybe turn it into a custom van life build. Next up, this cool 1964 custom Baja Bug for $69,000, and here's some more info if you want to check it out yourself. So if you don't know what a Baja Bug is, it's essentially a Beetle that's a whole lot more fun to drive and that you can go off-road racing with. This one has got a lot of work done to it, as you can see, and it is street legal according to the current owner, so you could technically daily this if you'd like, which would be really cool. Imagine going to work or grocery shopping in one of these. The price seems a bit steep in my opinion, but it looks like a really solid build, so I guess you get what you pay for. And here's a cool looking Chevy C20 from 1966 for $9,450. Here's some more info if you want to check it out yourself. So right off the bat, I mean the patina is killer on this one. You don't see this kind of color scheme anymore in these modern cars, so it's really something. It used to be a cattle mover back in the day, but the big problem I got with this, he's asking almost $10,000 for this. There's no drivetrain, there's no electronics, see, no engine, no nothing. And it's not in like stellar condition either. Like it's in good condition, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it's not, I don't think it's worth almost 10 grand. With an engine, maybe. And here's a cool racing bar stool for $1,500, and here's some more info if you want to check it out yourself. Now, this is the perfect solution for those guests that just don't know when to go home. You know, those friends that, you know, they're nice and everything, but they just don't know when it's time to leave. Then you just go, hey, why don't you sit on this? See you later. And next up is this custom built utility cart for $11,500, and here's some more information if you want to read up on yourself. So yeah, it's essentially a drivable utility cart. I think it's kind of cool. I mean, if you have a small garage, I'm not sure how useful it would be. And for $11,500, come on dog, you could have used a level on this. What's going on here? You know, it's a little bit riggedy raggedy. I'm not sure you're gonna get $11,500 for this. But otherwise, it's a cool build, I think. And next up is this custom Dodge Dreamer Tower Husky for $5,000. Here's some more info if you want to check it out yourself. If a van and a truck had a baby, this is probably how it would look like. These Dreamers are actually pretty rare, as Dodge only made them for 2 to 3 years back in the late 70s. They have a really unique look and came with the 2 engine options, but this one has the 440 cubic inch big block monster V8, which is sure to give you plenty of power. Now, obviously this is a project car, but why wouldn't you want a cool project car like this? You could restore it and turn it into a mini camper truck, or just enjoy it as it is. Now, since it is a bit beat up, but at the same time so unique, the price, I think is pretty reasonable. And here's some 1941 Ford truck rat rod for $13,000, and here's some more info if you want to check it out yourself. So according to the ad, this is a multiple show winner rat rod. Has a lot of custom work done on it, obviously, and it doesn't look too bad. I think it looks alright. Even has a little mohawk. It has a little spider in the back with a mohawk as well. But the $13,000, where are they? Oh, there's the $13,000 right there. You see it? Yeah. But it's a cool looking thing, you know? I'll give it that much. And here's a custom build WTF for $17,000. And here's some more info if you want to check it out yourself. Now, I'm not really sure what this is, but it's a custom thing with a wheelie bar. And just make sure you have good insurance before you sit on this thing. That's all I gotta say. And next up, we got this street legal race Volkswagen for $15,000. And here's some more info if you want to check it out yourself. So apparently this thing was custom built in the 70s, and it really looks like it was. But I think it looks really awesome. Has a freshly rebuilt Volkswagen DP1600 engine, 4-speed manual, and built on top of a Gremlin body and sitting on some good old American racing wheels. I think it looks really cool. Is it worth 15 grand though? What do you think? And here we have an amphibious bus boat for $2,500, and here's a little bit more info about it. So this is one of those what you see is what you get type deals. A bus that you can drive on water. Simple as that. Looks like it could be a lot of fun if you fixed it up a little bit. You could go grocery shopping and then straight out on the water to catch some fish. I'd say why not? Here's a 1923 Ford Rat Rod for $5,000, and here's a little bit more info about it. So here we have a nice looking 355 small block engine sitting in this stainless steel food container type look of a body. I'm not really sure what they aimed for here. I'm not a huge Rat Rod fan in general, but if you're gonna build one, you gotta do a little bit better than this, or a bit worse than this. I mean, this is sort of in between, and I don't really know what to make of it, but it's a cool base project, I'll give it that much, but it does need some direction for it to be worth 5K in my opinion. And here we got a 1984 Chevy ice cream truck for $10,000, and here's some more information if you want to check it out yourself. Now this is a really cool looking ice cream truck sleeper build. Has a 5.3 liter with 4L60E truck noise cam, which will give you plenty of horses to play with. Has some really stellar patina and cool looking wheels on it too, I think. And overall, it just looks like a really fun thing to drive. The owner is asking for $10,000, and without knowing the state of the engine, I can't say if it's a great deal, but certainly looks promising. And here's another route van slash ice cream truck, but a 1961 Dodge for $4,500, and here's a little bit more info. Now, right off the bat, you can see that this is a project car, and it doesn't run or drive according to the ad. It does have potential, but come on, the diarrhea UPS or patina or whatever this is that they put on it has to just disappear. It's just But apparently it still has the original 225 slant 6 engine in it, some old school RV interior, which could probably look kind of cool if it was restored a little bit. Given the condition it's in, and considering it's apparently also a pretty rare model, I guess 4,500 isn't too bad, but you could probably get it down a bit and have yourself a pretty cool van life project. Next up is this 98 Chevy Tracker for $5,500, and here's a little bit more info if you want to check it out yourself. So some people know this as the Chevy Tracker, others as the Suzuki Vitara, but essentially it's a cool little mini SUV that just fits perfectly on any beach. This one is kind of pimped out and looks like it came straight from the early 2000s, because all I can hear is somebody once told me that spring break. But this originally came with a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder engine, giving you about 80 horses, which isn't that much when you think about it, but then again, there's not a lot of weight here, so, you know. But overall, it's a cool little custom build, and for $5,500, I think it's a pretty good deal. And here we have a 1952 Chevy delivery van Rat Rod for $10,000, and here's a little bit more background info on it. Alright, so the engine and engine bay on this thing looks really cool, especially with that Texas flag right there in the back. And it looks like they've gone ahead with a plumbing theme here. And in general, just a salute to all the plumbers out there, which I think is really cool. I like that. And they even put together a little collection of old plumbing tools throughout the years. Looks like a pretty solid build, you know, the engine looks really tidy, patina is great, painted differential, looks like some new tires. The only thing I'm a little bit skeptical of is this roof rack exhaust system or whatever it is, and the 10 grand. I'm not really sure about that. What do you guys think? And here's another Rat Rod for you for $17,000, and here's a little bit more information. So right off the bat, this thing looks really badass. I mean, just look at it. The all black rusted look fits this build really well, and you can even get your own little watchdog in the back to keep anyone from stealing it and you from using the bed for anything actually useful. Also comes with a 454 big block V8, which is sure to make this thing a lot of fun to drive. The engine also comes with this little fella that is probably gonna give you an extra few horses through its aerodynamic design. But overall though, for a Rat Rod, I gotta say it looks really well put together. Not too shabby, not too shiny, which is right where a nice Rat Rod should be in my opinion. Next up is this custom Ford Model T Rat Rod for $5,000, and here's a little bit more information if you want to check it out yourself. Now, this is basically what you end up with when you don't have that many parts lying around. It looks a little bit peeled off, but apparently they combined a Model T front with a Model A rear, and then just probably took lunch afterwards and called it a day. But does come with the 283 Chevy engine and a Power Glide transmission, which is nice. But $5K for this, I think it's a bit much. And here we got a cool 1930 Ford Model A for $11,200. And here's a little bit more information about it. Now this is a real cool blast from the past, from the days when cars were much simpler than they are today. These Model A's came right after the iconic Model T's, and was the first Ford Model to use the now pretty much standardized set of driver controls, which is conventional clutch, brake, throttle, and gear shift. It had a fuel meter, which was new for the time, and the fuel flowed to the carburetor by gravity. Rearview mirrors were optional, as was a cast iron unit that you'd place over the exhaust manifold to get heating in the cab. It was also the first car to have safety glass in the windshield. Overall though, a really solid piece of American car history right here, and the price seems very reasonable. And here's what looks to be a Dodge Rat Rod for $8,000, and here's a little bit more information. Now, what do I make of this? Looks like someone tried to rescue this from a junkyard, but gave up halfway because they got a headache, and now they get a migraine every time they look at it. So, not sure what's under the hood, but judging by the state of it, it's not worth no $8,000, come on. And here's a really cool Ford 1932 Roadster for $32,500, and here's a little bit more information. Now this is a really cool build if you ask me. Whoever did this knows exactly what they're doing, and they have awesome taste too. I mean, just look at this thing. Has a Chevy 350 engine, 700 R4 transmission, and a fiberglass body. And the attention to detail on this thing is next level. I mean, just look at the custom leather interior. It's crazy. I mean, I think the price is very reasonable, and listen to this engine. If you enjoyed this episode of Funky Car Finds, please hit the like and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.